This is a Mazda 3 and it has a lot of rust here in the rear quarter panel. So therefore we're going to fix it in this video and we're going to do a lot of things on the underside.
This car is usually my girlfriend's ride and her safety means everything to me. But right now this car isn't safe at all.
So let's begin by removing the rear bumper. How to remove this rear bumper? I don't even know. Well, I think the bumper is held up here with one screw and we have to figure out where else this bumper is bolted on. I don't know whether we need to remove the lights for that. Let's remove the one bolt here. Off it is. On the bottom there are also two screws. I'm going to unscrew them quickly. Oh no, please don't break. Everything is good. I think we have to remove the lights. Where are you, screws? I think it is out. Now I'm going to remove the bolts. 1, 2. Wow. Can't find my screwdriver right now. Yeah, this works. Oh no, plastic screws. Hate it. Magic! The license plate lights. I forgot to unplug them. Yeah. Perfect. Well, I think it is quite impressive that you can disassemble the whole rear in about 10 minutes on this Mazda 3. On that BMW it wouldn't be possible. Well, if you actually would find all your tools.
This is the first time I'm too small to reach something. And trust me, I'm almost 2 meters tall. Let's test fit the new wheel arch / quarter panel.
Okay, looks good. Right now I want to mark the position where this panel ends.
I need to mark that because I can't cut beyond this line.
Perfect, now we know to where we can cut. Right now I just want to cut out this piece here because I don't want to mess around with the bumper hangers which sit here. There are 2 holes for that. And I'm quite confident that there is no rust here. So let's do it. Oh, great! More rust! Let's cut away this piece here also. I don't want anything rusting out on the underside here. I think it's not going to rust here anymore. So we're going to grind it away, the rust, put some rust converter on it and replace the lip here. Let's put on some cardboard and make a template for it. Let's try to trace the inner arch line from the underside. I need to remove the wheel because I can't go in here and trace down the arch line because there's too less space. Now we have enough space to trace it down here.
Yeah, the template is a good template.
Now I'm trying to trace the outer line because here's a lip on here and I'm going to extend the metal then 1 centimeter. Since we need a 1 centimeter lip, I'm going to measure 1 centimeter from this line here, take the whole cardboard and move it 1 centimeter down and then it should be fine.
I don't know if this makes sense, but you'll get it in a second. Now I'm bending this 1 centimeter lip over, and it still should be in the same shape as the template.
Now I'm trimming away the unnecessary bits and then I think we can weld it. It begins to look very good. Now I'm screwing it into place and then I'm cutting out the old metal. Take a look at this here. This looks perfect here on here. And let's tack weld it.
But before, I need to make that metal blank. And now it is welding time. Roughly 1 year ago I started my welding journey on this channel. And now I'm tackling the hardest section ever. It is actually pretty crazy.
Take a look at that. This looks very good. And I've already prepared a medal. So we are going to put it on here so everything looks nice and tidy.
Now let's remove the old metal. And grind down the primer to bare metal.
Now it is finally time. We are going to weld the lip on here and then the other piece is coming on.
Once more, welding time.
So, well, now I'm grinding down all of the welds here and above here. And then I need to figure out whether the curve here is good enough or not.
So my concern is that we can't fit the quarter panel over this arch line panel. Well, but we'll figure that out later.
Yeah, I know you can see the welds, but I don't want to weaken the welds further, so I'm going to let them stay like that. And down here it looks also quite fine, but you can see this pit here is a little bit straight, so we need to hammer this section in here a little bit so that the other lip can go on here.
But first, we are trimming the new panel.
So let's test fit it. Perfect.
Well, I had to remove the bottom piece here because the checking point of the lift was in the way. We are going to weld that on afterwards. Let's screw the new panel in place. I already hammered in the section I've mentioned before.
Right now everything is prepared so we can cut out the corners here. I'm going to cut along this line here. On the top I think I'm going to cut along here. And here I need to figure something out. So we only have this one try here. And hopefully I can get it right. Otherwise I've ruined a panel which cost 120 euros. And I can't do that.
Showtime. Now we need all the concentration we can bring up.
You know what? I think this is going to fit fine. Well, the panel sits pretty good on here. So right now my plan is to grind down the primer here, put on some new primer, make the inside of the new panel also primed, and then tack weld it.
More grinding! Yeah! Cleaning with some acetone and now priming. And here we are, doing the same once more.
So the next step is to slap on this panel here. This doesn't work. I have an idea.
Although it looks like my two leftover brain cells were having lunch, I managed to tack weld the new panel on.
Guys, look at that. This looks pretty beautiful. Of course we need to plug weld these holes here and finish the bottom here. But this is for another video. So the plan right now is to fully remove the underseal. Especially right here and on the other side right here. This car here annoys me pretty much because take a glance at this here. This took very long on both sides. This shape is pretty hard to get right, but take a look at that here. So let's weld this piece on here.
And as we all know by now, grinding, cleaning and priming, then tack welding and fully welding it into place.
This here looks really good. Of course we need to grind on all of the welds, but this isn't that much of a deal anymore. Another day, another challenge. So basically the goal for the day is to fill in these gaps here.
So once more, removing all the rusted metal, putting on some rust converter, welding, weld through primer and even more welding.
This isn't the most beautiful panel I've ever made, I know that. Spot weld here, or plug weld. Here looks actually quite nicely. Just grinding down all of the welds, and this thing here is also done.